man, because if it ain't set up right, that's going to be disrespectful. We got to be mindful that Project Pat lost his son. We got to show him and his family the utmost respect. Make sure y'all get the lighting together. Turn my mic up. Yo, hand me them papers over there. Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to DOCZ Daily. In case you haven't heard, Project Pat lost his son today. And, this is happening more and more in hip hop. And every time a situation like this happens with a famous person, people automatically assume that they sacrificed the person that they love in order for success. But I'm here to let y'all know Project Pat Dunn already had success. He already had platinum albums. He's already world renowned, respected in the hood. Why would he have to sacrifice his own child? Especially now that he joined the church. He preaching in the name of the Lord. He's no longer a part of the dark side. But according to people in the street, this is when things get even darker, when you portray yourself in the light for financial gain. They're claiming that he's prostituting the Bible. And also he trying to make it to TD Jakes proportions, and that comes with a price. And I'm not saying that his son was that price. They live in Memphis, for crying out loud. Look at this, y'all. Look. Famed rapper Project Pat's son has died after a shooting in a Tennessee park. Though the details around the incident are still murky. Patrick Houston Jr., so this is his son's son, his junior, his heir, that's no longer here, man. His son of the rapper and nephew of 3 6 Mafia co-founder Juicy J, so this is Juicy J's nephew, y'all, was killed last week in Elmont Heights, a historically black Memphis neighborhood. Memphis police say the shooting went down just after 1 p.m. Friday, and when officers arrived at the scene, they found Houston dead. No other details have been released yet. It's funny how Project Pat lost his heir, and they promoting Donald Trump's heir. So what was this all about, man? You seen Snoop Dogg perform at the inaugurational ball, and a bunch of other rappers too. And this just so happens to come out when Trump goes into office, and he's a pastor. Now, I ain't trying to connect no conspiracy dots, but the internet be trying to let you know Project Pat rose to prominence in the 90s as a member of the 3 6 Mafia or whatever. What that got to do with his son losing his life? Rest in peace to him, man. Now, I'm about to be playing some stuff for y'all, and y'all gonna be scratching y'all heads. Y'all gonna be looking at the screen like, I don't know. Did Project Pat do it or not? Did Project put together a project for Pat Jr.? Because all of this is very suspicious. The fans don't even know what to think of this, man. Y'all need to listen to this. Oh shit, we ain't gonna do that with that copyright shit. Well, we ain't gonna be able to watch that. Exit. Okay, y'all need to listen at this, man. Because this is what got people thinking that Project Pat is on some other stuff nowadays. Listen to
Tonight, legendary Memphis rapper Project Pat is setting the record straight about his viral appearance at an Arkansas church. In an exclusive interview with WRAG's Alan Self, Project Pat spoke about his message. And Alan, what's he telling you?
Shay, a blogger claimed online that Project Pat was officially a pastor, but Pat tells your news leader that's not entirely true.
I'll give it up for Project Pat.
Praise God.
No, that I can't lie, bro. That wasn't real news. That was just internet. Like I didn't announce that. Nah. Like I don't know. I mean, I take it if that's what they want to give me. It is not a bad title.
Project Pat.
Hold on, wait. So you mean to tell me he not trying to get his life right with the Lord? Well, why did he do that? Is he trying to prepare for the sins that he about to commit? Well, what was that all about? He went up to the church and gave a testimony. People thought he was a pastor because he was crying and screaming the name of the Lord so hard. Come to find out, that's not even the case. What was he trying to get right for? He must have knew something bad was coming down the pipeline. Like, this gonna be so bad, I'm gonna go to church in advance so they won't think I'm a heathen for this 3-6 Mafia shit I'm about to do. Allegedly. And like I said, this ain't something to joke about. But whenever a famous person lose somebody, they've been doing this since Jennifer Hudson, Michael Jordan, any and everybody that became famous. So I'm not picking on Pat. I'm just trying to stay ahead of the curve and let people know that that's not always the case, regardless of how creepy and how spooky things are, man. He's a part of the legendary 3-6 Mafia. We just lost Gangsta Boo, and the way she passed was very weird. So for people to even think that he pulled the sacrifice on his own flesh and blood, that's shameful. I would never try to pump that into somebody's mind. But you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Look at this, y'all.
Pat, known for his raw lyrics, recently sparked a buzz after speaking at Kaiser Chapel Church in Kaiser, Arkansas. In our exclusive interview, Pat clarifies he's not a pastor, but welcomes the title of minister or preacher.
They want to say I preach. I mean, when I go into prison, I'm talking about God, so I'm preaching. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never say I ain't preaching. I'm preaching.
He says he's been spreading God's word through his Goal Foundation for years, visiting prisons and jails nationwide.
We've been doing this for years. We started doing it like in 2021. And the thing is, the good part, the blessed part, bro, them people, everybody reached out to us. We never reached out to them. All these places, like, man, we going to Rikers Island in October, and we going to San Quentin in December. But I done already been to California prisons. Prison in Indianapolis, prison in Alabama.
Pat emphasized his faith journey, drawing parallels between his life and biblical passages. Pat focused on the key message of avoiding pridefulness.
You know, let me show you something. You know, God loves us so much that even in the process of doing crime and doing wrong and doing drugs, he still provides oxygen for us to breathe.
Shit, I would hope so. If you hotboxing, especially if you smoking crack, what is he talking? Wait, hold on. Is he trying to justify criminality? Is that what he doing? Is he trying to justify doing drugs in the house of the Lord? Like, it's all right to smoke because God's still gonna give you oxygen to breathe, my nigga, to breathe. Even when you doing crimes, God gonna make a way for you to escape the first 3 times, maybe even 4. What type of gospel is he preaching, man? Hold on, run that back.
Process of doing God.
Message of avoiding pridefulness.
You know, let me show you something. You know, God loves us so much that even in the process of doing crime and doing wrong and doing drugs, he still provides oxygen for us to breathe. Oh, wow. Look, in the Bible it says the sun shines on the just and the unjust. So say I got a pistol out and I'm robbing somebody, that sun hitting my skin. Don't I need some vitamin D?
This is sacrifice. He ain't repented worth a shit. He in the house of the Lord justifying robberies. Is this nigga serious? Rest in peace to Project Pat Jr. I had no clue that he got some pull up out the pulpit. He pulled the pistol on the pulpit and demonstrated how that robbery go down in the name of the Lord. That sunlight is glistening off of that pistol. That means that the robbery is divine. Is he serious with this madness or no? I'm stuck, man. I'm trying to bring some light, some justice to the situation, but he ain't got no holy up in him. Justifying doing drugs, justifying. Am I reading this wrong? Am I seeing this wrong, or is y'all seeing this the way that I'm seeing this? I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe I'm a little confused. Maybe I'm a little thrown off. I gotta run that back and then we're gonna move forward, but what the hell? Look at this.
Alabama.
Pat emphasized his faith journey, drawing parallels between his life and biblical passages. Pat focused on the key message of avoiding pridefulness.
You know, let me show you something. You know, God loves us so much that even in the process of doing crime and doing wrong and doing drugs, He still provide oxygen for us to breathe.
Yeah.
Wow. Look, in the Bible it says the sun shines on the just and the unjust. So say I got a pistol out and I'm robbing somebody, that sun hitting my skin. Don't I need some vitamin D? In the end, think about it. In the end, ain't nobody gonna have no excuse. You can never say God didn't mess with you. You can never say he didn't love you. You can never say that.
Project Pat assured fans.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck? He might as well go up there with some devil horns on his head and preach this gospel. He need his own church, the 3-6 church. 3-6 ministries. That's the only way it's gonna make sense. What he's doing, I'ma shut up. We need to listen at this. I'm sorry.
He's still a rapper and has explored gospel-inspired music.
My thing is, I do music. I got some songs with some Christian artists like already. So, you know, and if somebody reach out and want to do something, of course we can do something. One thing we're gonna do, we're gonna always talk about the goodness and the love of God. That's first and foremost.
Pat says his prison ministry, Breaking Bags, visits 201 Poplar inmates every Thursday.
Why is it the certified devils always end up in the pulpit? That's been happening for a long ass time, especially with black churches. Ex-pimps, ex-hustlers, ex-gangsters, ex-criminals wind up preaching the gospel of the Lord. Why is that the case? Do they get to a certain age and the light bulb pop on like, shit, I need to at least act like I'm trying to do the right thing? As long as I act all right, I'm gonna be all right. I guess it takes to get to a certain age to come to that conclusion. That's why older men that got their head on straight, they ain't out there doing none of the dumb young shit. I guess that type of wisdom come with time. But as far as him sacrificing his son, I'm letting y'all know, I don't believe that's the case. Ain't no telling what he's scheming and dreaming of, what he gonna have to do in order to be a politician out this bitch. Because they already championing him to be a pastor. So he probably trying to take it to the next level. Pat has one certified gold album, Mr. Don't Play, Everything's Working. Damn, I thought it sold more units than that. I know I bought it. Just months before Patrick Houston Jr. was born. So in order to get this platinum record, did he sacrifice his son before he was even born? I gotta do anything for a gold record. And this ain't no laughing matter. He was just 21 years old. Rest in peace, man. Enough with the foolishness speaking on this man's passing. Because I know his family and everybody's hurting, his friends, all different types of people. And I would hate for somebody to come across this video that know Project Pat and know his son and think that I'm sitting up here joking and playing on their loss. That's not what I'm doing. Let me explain something to those people that know these people personally. Let me explain to y'all exactly what I'm doing. The internet is already lined up to say that Project Pat sacrificed his son. And the internet got plenty of reasons to think that way. With the music that Pat put out, the narrative he been pushing his whole entire career, now all of a sudden he's turning holy. Is he doing that to cover his tracks? Does he have something very, very sinister in the works? Is he looking for some type of sympathy from the public as he moves forward with this gospel that he's preaching? So many questions. So many people are wondering what the hell is going on. I'm just trying to stay ahead of the storm, y'all. That's all I'm doing. I'm an innovator. I'm a trendsetter. That's why they call me Sean Blazington. I'm always blazing trails. All of the other YouTube channels done stampled over. They stampeded my shit, man. They done left me. They trying to leave me in the dust as if I didn't lead the way. So now I'm blazing another trail, and I'm here to let y'all know that I don't believe Project Pat sacrificed his son. But if you do, I understand that you got plenty of reasons to believe something like that. For one, this man is a part of the legendary group 3-6 Mafia. Y'all need to listen to this.
Wow. So see, like, I grew up under that touch not, taste not, you wrong this, do this, do this.
A lot of rules.
Lot of rules, lot of telling me to do this and that, and I said that's for old people. See, that made me think like this gotta be for old people, cause I can't live like that. I'm gonna show you something. One day I was high. I was on drugs. I was high, weed, high as I don't know what, out of my mind high. This was like, I want to say like 99 or 2000, right before I had got locked up for a second. And I was at my mother's house.
Mind you, this is before his son was born. He talking about before his album released, just months before his son was born. So he's talking previously now. Y'all gotta pay attention to this. Listen.
He was living in praise. And I had came in the house and I felt bad. Not bad like condemnation type bad, but bad like I'm not gonna go to heaven. Like I said, man, I sat down and I just prayed. I said, Lord, this is exactly what I said. I said, Lord, I love these women. I love to get high. I said, man, Lord, just please don't let me go to hell. I said, please, and I told him, I said, Lord, I really don't know. I can't live. I thought about church life. You know, I called it that or whatever. And I said, I can't live that church life. I can't do it. I told him the truth.
Yes, sir.
See, with God, you know, you gotta be honest.
Yes.
I just told him the truth. And I'm telling you, when I tell you this is the truth. When I tell you this, I'm telling the truth. I heard the Lord spoke to me, not in my ear, but he spoke to me. He said, don't you believe Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior?
Well, he got to work on his pulpitting. He need to get back in the booth with this shit. Cause his narrative, maybe where he from, people can relate. Hit a fat ass blunt and listen to Project Pat talk about the love of the Lord. Why is he even trying? His attempts is failing. He like LeBron James Jr. when it comes to gospel. He need to go to the D League with this shit. He went in his mama house high as a kite and felt bad because he felt like he was gonna go to hell. And in the process of repenting, he told the Lord that he can't do the church life. He like smoking weed and he love them big booty women's too much. Balk, balk, chicken heads. And God said, don't you believe that Jesus is your Lord and Savior? Who did Creflo Dollar put him up to this shit? Did TD Jakes hand him a pamphlet or something? What lodge, what group, what organization? Who sat him down and told him that they need him to be a leader in the black community because he don't look like he fit, man? He not gonna be Obama status no time soon. So why is he even trying it? When you get old and you black and you influential in the community, that's when they want you to be at them fish fries. That's when they want you to stand in front of the church, rubbing your big old pot belly, telling them kids how the Lord is good while you up there flipping birds and shit out the back of the church. You ever wonder what the deacon and the pastors be talking about when they lead a church? Oh, Miss Hattie Mae had a fat ass. Did you see her? She came in, she had a skirt on, she was with her husband, but she kept on opening her legs when I was sitting up here. Man, she was opening her legs for me. She wasn't opening her legs for none of y'all niggas. I'm the pastor, and y'all just work for me. I had Hattie Mae, I had Titty Boo, I had all of them, man. Don't talk to me about no women in the church. Well, leave some for us, boss. Now they got Project Pat in the pulpit. So all them balk chicken heads about to be coming up to the church. Like, where Pat at? They ain't never seen that many young tenderonis in their life at the church until Pat started preaching. What life is he headed to? What is he trying to do with all this, man? What happened to his son? What happened to his child, man? Look at this. Houston's funeral service is set for Saturday. We've reached out to law enforcement for more information about the shooting. So far, no word back. So we just now finding out about this. It been hush hush. The police department don't even know what's going on. Project Pat, he ain't made a blog or a post or a RIP or nothing. What is about to pop off? Has he been invited to some meetings or some what? Is he moving up in the hierarchy? What are the plans for Pat? They clearly got him in a favorable light, and that's rare for a rapper, especially somebody of his caliber, unless they plan on using him for whatever sinister shit. I can't trust no 3-6 Mafian, man. I don't give a damn what they trying to do out here. He still got on ski masks. He ain't changed worth a shit. Y'all need to look at this real quick, man, because I'm on the fence with this. Wait a minute.
Did you know?
Get this together. Y'all stay tuned. I'm getting it together. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Okay, here we go. Y'all listening? Here we go.
Lifestyles of the poor and unfucking fortunate. But I tell you what, bitch, we got views.
I used to mess with the acid with the weed, and I was doing stuff back then with folks. I was hanging around with some of my Caucasian homeboys, hustling a little bit.
White boy shit,
And I was and hey, I always wanted to see that side of life, and I seen it. You know what I'm saying? And it's real.
Yeah.
And and man, I got addicted to it bad. I mean, my mother, she just recently passed, and man, I remember, man, she was crying, and she was just like, "Oh man, the streets got my baby." Yeah. It was crazy, man. It was like I had been messing with the acid, but this time I went in. And I always been a person. My cousin always called me, I overdo it. I call myself balanced now. But right. I would overdo it. Anything I did, I overdid it. Yeah. I always overdid it. Like that's one thing I can't admit. If I'm shooting a gun, I done shot all the bullets up. I gotta go buy some more bullets now. You're like, God dog, I overdo it.
Just that type of personality.
That's my personality. I will always go super duper hard on it. So
me too.
When it came to the drugs, it was the same way. I just overdid it. Yeah. And when I overdid that acid, man, it takes you to another world. and my partner, his name was Bobby Hefner. Yeah. If he watching this interview, he can reach out to me because I ain't seen that man in I don't know when. And Bobby told me, he said, man, you don't want to smoke too much of that. I said, man, what you talking about? I'm just smoking. But this wasn't my first time. Like, that's my first time. What you talking about? But see, like, I would just, how that drug is, you don't need no lot.
Yeah.
Man, I was out of, bro. It's like I had an out-of-body experience. Like, I was out of my mind, bro.
What time frame was that when you was doing that?
This was before any of the raps. This was
So this was okay.
This the street. This
Yeah,
is
this
18.
was
This is 18 years old.
Yeah.
And and it was like that.
Oh, hell no. This man been insane in the brain for a long ass time. Insane. Out of his fucking mind for a minute. You don't fuck with nobody like Project Pat. Point blank period, man. You don't fuck with nobody like him. Cause he will flip. And next thing you know, your ass in the trunk, just like on the Mr. Don't Play album. And ain't nobody gonna know. Your ass gonna be in the Mississippi River somewhere stinking. And he gonna go somewhere and rap about it. Look at this. What ain't no telling what he willing to do or whatever the price is, he probably willing to pay it. Now, I ain't talking about his son, but when you got shit like this on your album cover, he talking about the light shining on your skin while you doing robberies and the light shining on the pistol from the Lord. He got a light shining from the sky. He in the woods with the body in the trunk. And the light of the Lord is shining on the body like only God knows what's in this damn trunk. Now, you probably don't know, but God sees everything. Mr. Don't Play, everything's working. Oh my God, he looked like the damn devil. I'm sorry, but I denounce his sermon. I ain't gonna be able to take it, man. Whatever he talking about after witnessing and listening to this album and his character overall, I don't know if this brother can be trusted. And they trying to push him in front of the kids. They trying to push him in front of the kids. I don't know. Now his son, he just mysteriously passed away. And you figure this was his junior. And a lot of times when your son come of age, a lot of men feel threatened by their sons to a certain extent. I've seen it with fathers and sons. When they sons start smelling themselves and they start coming of age, they fathers be looking like, like, you know. And I ain't talking about Project Pat. Women do the same thing with their daughters. Their daughters start developing and becoming young women and looking like how their mama used to look. Next thing you know, their mama sucking their teeth. Get your own tampons. Up in here using my shit. Next thing you know, they up in there fighting. The mama be flirting with their boyfriends and everything. It get weird out here in these streets. His son had hair. Project Pat ain't got no hair. I ain't saying he was jealous. But, you know, these type of dynamics do be happening in the world. So with his son out of the picture, you would figure that would give him a new light, a new inspiration. I hope he ain't shamed to song his son. I don't think he did. And for the people that would even consider that Project Pat did something to harm his own child, I pray for y'all, man. I pray for each and every last one of y'all. Because I believe he loved his child, regardless of what theory you can come up with. That's not what happened. All y'all need to do is say rest in peace to this young man. But the crazy part about it is there's really no details about this. He was shot dead in the park, in a Tennessee park. Is that the same park that he took on his album cover with the body in the trunk? That's kind of ironic. Very, very ironic, man. Everything's working. A body in the trunk in the park, and his son has died after a shooting in a Tennessee park. Though the details around the incident are still murky. So they took him out to the park and then shot him in the park? Like, what we doing out here? We just going for a little nature walk, a little nature trails. Duck hunting, man. We gonna go duck hunting. I don't know, man. But one thing for sure, this is serious. And, you know, like I said, I want y'all to pray for this man's son. They said the incident, details around the incident are still murky. So this shit ain't adding up. It's a mystery. It's some more weird shit happened. And they can't even get to the bottom of it or sum it up or whatever the case is. Was he out there with family, friends? Who called the police? Who found the body? Was it an accident? The story all over the place. People can't get their story straight. They don't know what to tell the media. Patrick Houston Jr., son of the rapper and nephew of 3 6 Mafia co-founder Juicy J, was killed last week in Inmon Heights, a historically black Memphis neighborhood. So why is it just now making it around us? How come Pat and Juicy J didn't inform the public immediately right after it happened? That's kind of weird, man. Listen to this.
And I said, yeah, I do believe Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. And instantaneously he said, well, you saved then. Wow. He said, you like, why you tripping? You saved. And when he said this, now I'm telling you, I'm high out of my mind. I was completely sober. I got completely sober. Wow. Instantaneously. Wow. And I was happy. I was like, man, I'm saved. But see, it's like.
And he went right back to smoking that shit, man. After he heard that, that's all the fuel he needed to continue to live the life of sin, fornication, and crime. And that's his message that he about to be preaching. It's all right to do dope, to rob and steal and kill, because regardless, the Lord already paid the price. That's what he pushing, man. He not telling people to put the drugs and the guns down. He's saying that even though you do these things, you're already forgiven. Is he right or is he wrong, man? Is that a sinister message or I'm confused about it. And anybody can be confused when Project Pat is in the pulpit. Now that he lost his son, it's going to be hard for people to see between the lines, y'all. Look at that.
Arrogance of my mind. You know, the drugs was popping then. I was a hustler. Then me and him was working this job, and the job was so sweet because we could ride around. It was a company truck and really do whatever we wanted to do. Police wouldn't mess with us. And it was just crazy, man. And I just was young and I was stupid. And I just did something stupid, man. Good job. It was a computer company. Yeah, we was riding around. Oh man. See, in my mind, I thought I was just the slickest dude in the world.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you know. And that was that pride and that arrogance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And boy, I'm telling you, man, I used to ride around, and then we started messing. We started, getting on that acid, and oh man. But anyway, like I say, when you really been addicted to something, and God deliver you, and you get, like, I was so messed up on the stuff, man, that, put like this, to leave the acid alone, I turned into a super duper alcoholic. That was to suppress the want for the acid.
You was just needing something.
Check this out though.
Yeah.
But after years, and I got locked up, after years, I don't know nothing about the acid like that. Bro, I'm still having acid like attacks. Yeah, the trips. Because they say it stores in your back or your...
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to have panic attacks and everything. I didn't know what was wrong with me. And I'd go to the hospital. I
thought you was crazy.
Bro,
right.
I thought I was losing. I was like the movie Friday in Debo's Chicken Coop.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that movie, I laughed. I said, that was me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, like for real, like and you know, and anybody.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, no. He was shaking like Smokey in Debo's Pigeon Coop off of an acid relapse years after the fact, and they about to put him in front of some kids. Something sinister is coming down the pipeline, and we about to witness some strange things. These black men are coming of age. The gangsters, the criminals of yesterday, the thugs, the goons, they're much needed to lead the flock. And they putting Project Pat in position to be a leader amongst black people, and people already lined up to follow his lead. People are already wondering where they can go to sign up for his church. We got a new leader on our hands. The Al Sharptons of yesterday, they all got to take a fall somewhere. The Dr. Kings and the Malcolm X's, they long gone. There has to be new leaders, especially in Trump's America. Do y'all get me? And Project Pat is lined up to be one of them. The same way they did with David Banner, the same way they did with a whole bunch of other rappers. Same thing, Tariq Nasheed, he's a leader. Even though he was selling the pimp books back in the day. Let's talk about that real quick. And I love Tariq Nasheed, man. He like my big brother. Because I read all of his books, unfortunately. Look at this. Y'all gotta see this, man. This just a prime example. I'm not trying to beat up on my brother. I'm not trying to beat up on him. Just a prime example. He was said #1 bestseller. The Mac Within, The Art of Macking, The Art of Gold Digging, Player Be Played. He on the cover of his book with an Asian hottie, ain't even got a sister in sight. Then when he do put a sister on the album, on the book cover, she got attitude with her hand on her hip. He got these. Hold on, that's the woman he eventually wind up marrying, I think. Wow, he got his hoe. They all light-skinned it, his hoes. And then, this what happened, man. Y'all gotta look at this. This what happened. This what happened. He got biggity black on your ass. It's all about the Moors and the ancient Egyptians and he beefing with Dr. Umar Johnson. He all about that black righteousness, foundational black Americans. It be the foulest ones that turn into black leaders. But in Tariq's case, I'm glad that he's doing something. They call him a race baiter. That's how he make his living. It's entertain. He's an entertainer at the end of the day, man. It's entertainment, and people find this stuff entertaining. He kicking that knowledge or whatever the case. As an older black man that reforms himself, how you gonna reform yourself? You have to. When you get to a certain age, you can't continue being a little baby or a little anything. That stuff is a young man's game. When he was a young man, he did young man shit. It was an entrepreneur and what he was doing. But now that he's older, he had to find a lane that resonates with people in his age demographic. Look, the Hidden History Museum. Did he open this museum? The Hidden History Museum. And I think that's an excellent idea. Hidden History, is it open? Let me see this, man, because if it is, I want to support my brother and have y'all go down there. It ain't nothing wrong with that. The same thing with Project Pat. If he want to be a pastor, then, that's the wholesome thing to do as an older man. Look at this. Oh, shit, that shit shut down on some Dr. Umar Johnson shit. This was a year ago. Okay, that's the side of it. He got Maya Angelou. He got Rosa Parks, all that shit on there. Is it open for business? The doors is closed. Okay. Is it a tax write-off? Maybe. I don't know. It could be a tax write-off. I done said all I had to say. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. How long I've been on here? I've been on here for 39 minutes. Well, that's gonna have to do it, man. I got so much love for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Hit that notification button too. Rest in peace to Project Pat's son. I don't believe he sacrificed him, but I know y'all out there don't got no trust for Mr. Don't Play. He done said too many things in his music and his interviews that make me feel like he's untrustworthy, even though I never met this man. And if I did, I would show him the utmost respect. So I'm going to show him that same respect on this video. But I don't know. Y'all going to have to let me know. I made this video to get your opinion in the comment section. So let's have that conversation down there. I got so much love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button too. Yo, I'm going to holler at y'all on my next video, man.